Hi, my name is Beer, and let's start with
Hob. The game was made by the same guys who created legendary Torchlight and Torchlight 2. Presented without text or dialogue, Hob's story is revealed as you explore a mysterious planet and interact with the strange life forms that inhabit it. You will transform this world by solving puzzles and repairing the planet itself. The landscape will change before your eyes, opening new areas to uncover and explore. People are saying that the game is just a partial RPG, it's mostly oriented to puzzle solving, but in general will scratch the itch you have for the great games you may never have heard of before. Although be warned that without a controller the experience may not be the same, be sure you have it. Actually, playing Hob without one, it's like trying to ride a traditional bike by pedaling with your hands. Remnant 2. This is the sequel to Remnant from the Ashes, best known as Dark Souls with guns. The game pits survivors of humanity against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across beautiful but menacing worlds. Here you can travel alone or with friends as a team and explore strange new worlds and beyond, overrun by mythical creatures while trying to stay alive. There are multiple worlds to explore with different types of creatures, weapons and items. Game has branching quest lines, augments, crafting and loot rewards that will test the resolve of even the most hardened players in dynamically generated dungeons and areas. Most of the players are saying that the second part is better than the first one, meaning that developers learned from their past mistakes and made an actually awesome game. Terra Nil. This is a game about transforming a barren, lifeless landscape into a thriving, vibrant called Biristan. Here you will turn dead soil into fertile grassland, clean polluted oceans, plant sprawling forests, and create the ideal habitat for animals to call home. You will use advanced eco-technology to purify the soil, creating plains, wetlands, rainforests, beaches, wildflowers, and so on. Then efficiently recycle everything you've built, leaving the environment pristine for its new animal inhabitants. The landscapes are procedurally generated, so no two playthroughs will ever be the same. They may look the same, feel the same and play the same, but they won't be the same. That's the beauty of procedural generation with a spoon of salty irony. So here you'll enjoy lush, hand-painted environments, relaxing music and an atmospheric ambient soundscape. It is a wonderful game with a very positive review score on Steam. Death's Door. Here you control a crow, some kind of bird Grim Reaper. Suddenly your assigned soul is stolen, and you must track down a desperate thief to a realm untouched by death, where creatures grow far past their expiry date and overflow with greed and power. Well, this place sounds like a parliament of every country. You will have a vast array of melee weapons, various arrows and powerful magic to overcome a fantastic bunch of beasts and demigods. The land is full of twisted inhabitants and countless secrets, just like Parliament. Anyway, here you'll experience a somber yet darkly comedic tale, uncovering the secrets beyond the flaw of souls, the role of the crows, and the origin of the potato salad man himself. Well, probably not the latter, I'm just kidding.
Or am I?
Dark Souls 3. The discounts on Dark Souls games are quite rare in general, so if you ever plan to play the game, there is no better time than now. So in the third part of Dark Souls, you will face 25 different bosses, including 8 optional ones, and if you are not a pro, you will die at least a few times during each boss battle, and on some of them it may take you from 20 to as much as 50 times. So it's not only a matter of your patience and iron nerves, but it's time consuming as well. Players are praising the game and saying that it is hard, but not as hard as real life. You know, you can't beat your actual boss in real life and just casually move on. I know that you wish to do that, but don't. In prison you would meet even harder adversaries, so just play Dark Souls instead. It's easy if you actually think about it.
Wait, what?
Oh, shut up. We Happy Few. This is the tale of a plucky bunch of moderately terrible people trying to escape from a lifetime of cheerful denial. In this alternative 1960s England, conformity is key. You'll have to fight or blend in with the drug-addicted delusional inhabitants, most of whom don't take kindly to people who won't abide by their not-so-normal rules. In other words, you are in the world of psychos, and you have to stay alive somehow. Reminds me of good old school days back in my youth in a fresh post-Soviet Lithuania. So here you'll discover the city's dark history as you play through the intertwined narratives of 3 rebellious citizens, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Although many people are displeased about the change of narrative, for most of us jumping from one character to another is too big of a change and is annoying, so keep that in mind. ASTRONEER. Game is set during the 25th century intergalactic age of discovery. Here, astroneers explore the frontiers of outer space, risking their lives in harsh environments to unearth rare discoveries and unlock the mysteries of the universe itself. In this space sandbox adventure, you can work together with other players to build custom bases above or below the ground, create vehicles to explore a vast solar system, and use terrain to create anything you can imagine. So basically you are invading beautiful planets with beautiful nature and making an industrial hell out of them. Yeah, screw nature, the galaxy is full of it. People on Steam are saying that here you are your own worst enemy. You will fall off the cliffs, touch deadly plants and forget something at your base that is half a galaxy away. Yeah, anyway, very positive reviews are here for a reason. Almost everyone loves the game and there is a huge chance that you will love it as well. CryoFall. This is a sci-fi colony simulation survival game set on a forgotten planet in a distant future. You will join the world together with other survivors to rebuild your civilization from scratch. Start with primitive technology and simple tools, and use them to progress towards modern industrial might and even beyond, eventually reaching space-age technology only seen in science fiction. So it's a science fiction game where you seek to achieve some science fiction. CryoFall can be played either as a relaxed player versus environment experience with no competition, or as a brutal and unforgiving PvP. Make your choice and join one of the many available servers with different game modes, or host your own and invite your friends to join you. However, it's important to keep in mind that CryoFall is not for the faint of heart. The unforgiving environment can be brutal, and you might find yourself in situations where even a tardigrade would be jealous of your survival skills. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. A broken Celtic warrior embarks on a haunting vision quest into the Viking hell to fight for the soul of her dead lover. Well, at least she thinks it is happening that way. The game is created in collaboration with neuroscientists and people who experience psychosis. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice will pull you deep into a Senua's mind, and that mind is a crazy one, so the game is a pure mindfuck. You will never know what is real and what is not. The one fact you will know for sure is that this is a beautiful game. Graphics are almost photorealistic, so if you are a sucker for an eye candy, this game definitely delivers that. Darkwood. If you could imagine a Lovecraftian forest with all the horrors in it, Darkwood checks all the marks. It is heavily inspired by, for example, Color Out of Space, and even has some Easter eggs in this field. When I played it, I felt that creators probably took a lot of inspiration from Stephen King as well, who is himself a fan of Lovecraft, and you can feel the influence in many of his novels, starting from madness-infusing Shining to the horrors of the unknown in The Mist. So the Darkwood makes you feel that you are trying to survive in one of these stories. Creepy monsters, inhabitants and ever-changing woods surround you every step. By day you collect resources and explore the area, but by night you must barricade yourself in a safe place because various beasts of horror will try to make you, less alive. So every night is a battle for survival, and every day is another chance to make your fortress stronger. Story is great, the gameplay is great, and the game is simply a must-play.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.